Hello everyone and welcome to St. Luke TV. William and I are glad to join you, and we've got some things that we'd like to go over with you about all the great happenings that are taking place here at St. Luke. Just as July and August were great months for hearing the word about Ephesians, or from the book of Ephesians, William and I are going to be speaking about the Epistle of James. Now, this wasn't Martin Luther's favorite book, but we're going to have some fun with it. William's preaching first Sunday in September about what pure religion is really about. Then on the second week in September, I'll be preaching about mercy and judgment, the problems when there's partiality shown in the community of faith. And then one of my favorite texts coming up the third week about taming the tongue, how it is that we say things that sometimes we don't want to say, don't come out right, and maybe ways we can work on that. Then William will be back up the fourth week, and he'll be preaching about what causes conflict and maybe some of the things that can avoid that. I'll be doing the homecoming for First United Methodist in Mount Gilead that day. And then the last week we'll close out September with a message on the power of prayer. So it looks like a very promising month in the Word, William. You had a really big event here Sunday night with our youth, and the children were here as well. Talk to us a little bit about kickoff.
Yeah, we had kickoff on August 26th, and on that Sunday, and had roughly 250, about 300 people here. We had dinner, a good Methodist potluck dinner, filled out a bunch of paperwork. That's all kinds of fun. And then had worship, and Cooper's Wrench was here, and Cooper's Wrench did, again, for the third year, they did a great job. They're a really fun band to come here and hear a little different from.
Is there anything that maybe a youth or family could do if they missed the event?
Yeah, so on our church website, if you go to the youth ministry page, will be all of the forms that were supposed to be filled out this past Sunday. They're going to be needed for Slip and Slide, which is our next gathering of September 9th. There is the medical release form, there is the permission release form, the communication form, and the conduct covenant. All of them are very, very important. If you wish to receive emails from me regarding youth ministry, I gotta have the communication form. If I don't have that, I can't get your email put into the system. And then there's a new opportunity this year, the Remind Me group.
Yeah.
We do that with our daily prayers, but this is going to be kind of on a non-daily, frequent basis, but more as things arise or just gentle reminders that'll come right to your phone via text. If you text the message, the @logo bold faith, to 81010, you'll be automatically entered into the group, and I'll send out reminders that we're going to have youth, we're not going to have youth, or if things change. Reminders about our Wednesday morning breakfasts and different things as we get closer to events and other Sunday night events.
Very important to stay connected in this way and manner, so encourage that. Wednesday Night Live is getting ready to start up. Laura's preparing the acts for this week, and she'll be putting some information in that. The orientation for Disciple Fast Track, the New Testament series, is actually tomorrow night, Wednesday the 29th of August. So I hope that's going to be a really good class. Judy Dry and I will be teaching that, and I'll say a little bit more about that in a moment. We have some exciting things happening in outreach. Imagine God's Love's coming up. What can you tell us about that as the new staff rep to outreach?
Yeah, Imagine God's Love, the big event, looking solely into the future of 2019 and beyond of the mission work that we're doing here at St. Luke. Imagine God's Love is an event happening on September 21st and 22nd. On the 21st will be our big barbecue chicken plate sale. We're trying to sell tickets to businesses and corporations and to you for our lunch and for dinner. We're going to be serving from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. with the barbecue chicken plates dinner. And then at night we'll be showing a movie. We're going to release that movie soon. It is a kids-friendly, family-friendly movie.
Do we know what it is?
We do know what it is, but we're going to hang on and we're going to release it at a later date.
So you got to come to church, and you got to stay tuned, and you got to stay connected to find out. But I do know this: I hear that our kids are going to be very pleased with this.
That's what I was told, and that's what I was told as from many parents, that this would be the right movie. But we can sell you tickets. They're here in the church office. There'll be a yard sale that's happening Friday night, and then whatever's left over will be done on Saturday morning. On Saturday morning, we'll have fun things like a cornhole tournament and a new game of a marshmallow long drive contest that I'm really intrigued by. So as you come to the yard sale, as you come to get a hot dog on Saturday, we will have a hot dog sale. There's also some fun things that we can do kind of on just a Saturday. And all the football teams except for Wake Forest are away. So there won't be any trips to Raleigh or Chapel Hill or Durham or Greenville. So we'll all be here in Sanford. And we hope that you'll join us. And all the proceeds that come to this event strictly go to our mission in 2019. What we do, going to Washington, going to Redbird, and all of our local ministries like Bread of Life and CUOC and all those different things that we do. We're going to try to raise all of our money, one lump sum, one time do all for 2019. And we hope that you'll come and support St. Luke as we support different mission areas.
It's an ambitious effort on our part, but one that we all believe is well worth it, and one that will involve everybody of every age. That there's something for the children to do, the youth to do, all the adults to do. And if you can't do anything else, you can buy tickets. Whatever, if you can't be here, we're buying tickets and we're going to distribute them to local EMTs and firefighters and local police as our expression of appreciation to each of them. William, you're also the staff rep to Witness. So as you're taking on more and more of these roles in pastoral administration, Witness is the old way of talking about evangelism.
It is.
But talk to us a little bit about a couple of things going on with Witness.
Yeah, so Witness is also heavily engaged with Imagine God's Love. There'll be a St. Luke t-shirt sale and a travel coffee mug sale with a St. Luke logo on it. Those are going to go out pre-order sales, hopefully, to be here by Imagine God's Love. We are also working with our greeters and seeing how we can improve that ministry here at St. Luke. And we were and hopefully will be in the future working on new signage to help people, especially who are visitors, who are here on special occasions or who come and visit us on Sunday mornings or throughout the week, and better get around this big building we call home at St. Luke. Funds aren't here right now for that, but hopefully we will get them, and then when the funds are here, we will direct the team to look into our signage all throughout the building, so this can be a more friendly environment as people who are new and are nervous are walking through it and can get where it is they're looking for.
And if you're interested in helping improve the signage around the church, of course you can always call Lisa Wilson and talk about a special donation to a restricted fund to help make that happen. I want to say a few things about the administrative life of the church, since that's my particular area. We're very excited in the Committee on Nominations and Leadership Development this year. We have, at this particular point, having met only a little over a week ago, we have secured nominations for every office in the church except 7 positions. And I'm going to be on the phone right after we're done making this video to those 7 individuals to try to wrap this up. I am so proud of St. Luke United Methodist Church. Not a single person has turned us down so far. And and we're talking about somewhere in the neighborhood of about 55 nominations. So that is absolutely incredible on our part. Joyful sound there, St. Luke. Really loving it. If you haven't, if those of you who are in program areas working with your program teams, Nurture, Outreach, Witness, and Worship, please encourage your chairpersons to get in their budget requests. It is time for the 2019 budget to be prepared, and those are due September the 10th, and Lisa's looking for them, and she'll be contacting some folks a little bit later today about that. I'm really excited about all the things that our Staff Parish Relations Committee is looking at, and our Board of Trustees are just doing a great job with the Raise the Roof campaign. We're going to be starting very soon looking at some equipment replacements that are happening to be needed right now. Before we leave you today, there are two other things I want to say. This is a little bit longer segment of St. Luke TV, but there's a lot of information that we need to cover with you today. First of all, at this particular point, there have been 28 Sundays out of the last 52 where we've seen an increase in worship attendance over the last year.
That's great.
We had a record attendance this week at 9 o'clock. We're continuing to grow in Casey Chapel. We're moving back into the sanctuary on September the 9th.
Yep.
And it promises to be just a continued growth pattern for our worship services. And you all are responsible for that, for spreading the good word and for keeping things in a fresh way. So thank you for that. The final thing that I want to talk about for just a moment, the parish needs to be aware of the fact that our associate pastor, who also has a role right now as our coordinator of youth ministries, is a student at Duke Divinity School. And as such, William has a lot of time commitment to the Divinity School. So as pastor and as his supervisor, we need your help. William's only in the office very rarely. I would ask that if you need to see him or talk to him, that you set up an appointment with him. Don't just drop in expecting to see William, because he has a very full schedule both this semester and next semester. He wants to talk to you. He wants to meet with you. He wants to communicate. But he only does this one time in his life. And so as your pastor and as his supervisor, I'm asking everybody that if you need to talk to William, he wants to talk to you, but try to understand that this is a very important time in his life, that he needs to be focused on his education. William, you got anything you want to add to that?
No, that covers it. It is. I'm in the office heavily in the mornings during the week, except for Thursdays. My classes Monday to Wednesday are in the afternoon, but with about an hour, a little over an hour travel time to do, it's a little bit more than that. So mornings are my best time, but I do encourage you. You know, my cell phone number's in the bulletin and in the Acts. If you need to make an appointment, send me an email. It's there too, or on my cell phone, and we can make an appointment, set up a time, and I will be as flexible as possible and can be with you and meet with you whenever you may need.
We want to thank you for joining us for this version of St. Luke TV, and we look forward to our next time with you, as we will be in that next visit talking to you more about Imagine God's Love and the upcoming New Consecration Sunday program that is going to be helping fund our budget for 2019. So from all of us here in the church office, we bid you good day, and let's have some more joyful sounds.